Hello, I'm Tylah Tully. Tungsten is a heavy metal valued for its exceptional density and high melting point, with a wide range of industrial, military and aerospace applications. Today I'm joined by Apollo Minerals Managing Director Neil Inwood to tell us all about this strategic metal and why investors are taking notice. Neil, welcome. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks, Tyler. Nice to see you again.
So first off, can you give us a brief explainer on tungsten and what it's currently used for?
Absolutely. So tungsten's a dense heavy metal, as you've mentioned. It's used in a variety of industries, and more importantly at the moment, it's used in aerospace, defense, electronics. It's used in industry. It's used as a hardener. For example, it's used in the wires, used as cut silicon wafers for solar panels. So quite a varied usage in industry, majority manufacturing, but then leading into defense and technology industries as well.
So who are the major producers and where are they located?
So approximately 80% of production comes out of China, and you're looking at state-owned and local enterprises. For the United States, I don't think they have any primary tungsten producing, and there's one major producer in Europe, for example, in Austria. So quite a very localized supply chain and quite focused in China.
So what's driving interest in the sector and how much are you seeing on the ground floor?
Few reasons that tungsten's coming into right now. It's viewed as a strategic metal in that it's viewed as one of the metals that are going to be in demand going forward, and then with supply chains that are potentially open to disruption and critical, that it's deemed to be critical for major industries like defence, industry, aerospace, etc. And especially in the European context, both of those factors coming into play. And in fact, in Europe, it's been classified as strategic and critical.
And how is that interest translating into new developments?
There's two aspects there. One is the shrinkage of supply coming out of China. So China has started to reduce the amount of tungsten that it's releasing. And as mentioned before, they're producing 80% of the world's tungsten. So that's leading into a deficit coming into the global supply chains. And then with the lack of production realistically elsewhere, you're seeing other producers only maybe doing 2 or 3% of world supply. It's realised that, especially for Europe and the United States, for example, they need primary production. So a lot of interest in Europe to actually enable that primary production. And for us, with the Coughlin's tungsten mine in France, we see this project as being exactly in the crosshairs of interest right now.
I guess that's a nice segue. Where does your Coughlin's project fit into this mix and what makes it stand out?
So Coughlin's was historically the world's highest grade tungsten mine, and they were producing tungsten at 1.5%, although mining it, and then that was processed in Europe for use in Europe. So in that context, when you're looking at a dynamic where supply is being limited, you're seeing the United States also putting in place policies to limit the use of Chinese tungsten coming into the US as well. New sources are becoming quite vital. And for us with Coughlin's, we're looking at a historical high-grade producer. We're looking at an underground mine with some quite good environmental benefits for the style of mining as well. It makes a lot of sense that this project should be looked at. And the work that we're doing right now, we're seeing multiple areas of open high-grade mineralization, similar in grade and profile to what was previously mined. And it makes obvious sense that this project should be one of those new projects to form the new startup, this new tungsten dynamic.
Well, Neil, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for all of your insights and for your time today.
Great. Thank you very much, Tyler.